right, folks, today is now September. I think we're September 9th. And our taro plant right there is just looking so beautiful. You ought to see all of our garden going, our plants, our new fish, the babies. Look at these tomato plants, just gorgeous. Look at these tomatoes there. Whew. It's been a long way on these tomatoes trying to get them to come in. And a lot of the plants that we had, we were just not having any luck growing a lot of fruits. Just like here is a squash, and we got so many flowers on them, which are edible as well, but just not multiplying like we wanted to see them do. Your herbs in here in the aquaponics just do freaking phenomenal. We harvest our first batch of bell peppers, so we've got bell peppers coming in again. Again, our taro plants. Taro is really good. The leaves themselves are edible as well. Every plant in our garden, minus the tomatoes, you can eat the plants off, the leaves off them, so the foliage is really good. We have our jalapenos doing a phenomenal job, and again, they take a long time to be responsive. Same with our peppers. These are little Thai hot peppers. All of them taking their time to come in, but finally when they did, it looks like a regular pepper tree. So they're doing really good, starting to really gain some shape. We just recently planted some more peppers because we're going to take this inside for the winter, and they're doing great. Now, eggplant has stayed growing steady, but not done a lot. Where potatoes, sweet potatoes, of course, they're a vine, so they grow really, really good. And this is a stunted plant here. This one actually is also a taro plant, but we put it in the corner to see what daylight does to it, and you can see the coloration of the leaves. Not much here versus look at the coloration here. So you can see taro requires some things that you don't get with not a lot of light, where sweet potatoes in not a lot of light do really good. One of the major things that we ran into was how much food is getting into our system, and that was a questionable thing. So we put a digester into place, but what we found is the digester creates more acid. So we're thinking, and this is purely thinking, we haven't actually scientifically figured this out, the tar or the acids that get into your plants kill off some of your worms, so you have to be really careful to balance that out and really play with everything that you're doing. So that's what we have done. We've been playing with that acid and making sure that our water's clean enough and clear enough that it's doing its job, keeping bugs off and everything. A lot of flies now, so it's helping with the plant's fertilization. Now, we've just went over the aquaponics, and here's was our aquaponics starters that we took out and threw into the ground. Now, out of all of them, the potatoes doing super awesome, but in the aquaponics, potatoes super awesome as well. What we noticed was eggplants definitely do better out here, and I'll show you right here is an eggplant. So we're on an eggplant that's growing now. That wasn't before. Our squashes and stuff, they do fine. They start growing, but they have not produced either. So big problem this year seemed to be that we didn't have a lot of bugs flying around. All of a sudden the fall hits and we've got flies everywhere. So again, this is original aquaponics and Steve Shook. I'm going to go film our fish as well so you can see, but things have been doing just simply amazing. A little bit of yellowing in some of the plants, that's food and the deprivation to the food, how it's actually digesting in the system. So we're going to get that figured out and take you guys down the course as we go into winter time. We're going to start moving some of the plants inside into the aquaponics system there. So as I was saying, we'll take a quick trip down memory lane, right through the house, and over and in to the garage where we are running our baby tilapia and our big tilapia, and where everything's going to come into play. So here's all of our babies. They're just going wild in here. Lots and lots of babies. Then we have our big daddy here. He's going to start breeding again. We got another tank getting ready to start bringing them in. And up here on top is where we'll display all of our plant life for the winter, and we'll put some lights up against the top. All right, folks, this is Steve Shook in Original Aquaponics. My son and I saying and wishing you guys all a great October, and let's get ready for November.